You've got a camera, a computer, and 48 hours. No more excuses. This is the 48-Hour Film Project. Hi, I'm Keith Flippen, co-producer of the Hampton Roads 48-Hour Film Project. Now, I, along with my counterparts in over 100 cities worldwide, help filmmakers participate in the largest and longest-running timed film competition in the world, the 48-Hour Film Project. Between April and August of each year, in different cities around the world, teams of filmmakers come together at 7 p.m. on a Friday night to receive a prop, a line of dialogue, and a character. And then each team receives a different genre. They then have between 7 p.m. Friday night and 7 p.m. Sunday night to write, edit, and turn in a 4 to 7 minute film. Each city's films go on to compete at screenings at local theaters, like here at the Narrow Expanded Cinema in Norfolk, for their city's Best Film Award. And then all of those Best of City winners converge on Filmapalooza to compete against films from all over the world for the coveted worldwide prize. Now, sure, it's a competition, but it's a competition in a community of people that find in their shared love of filmmaking a connection that really binds them. I mean, you're always rooting for your film, but you always cheer the efforts of other teams, because just to finish a film in 48 hours is a major accomplishment. Now, in 2011, In Captivity by the team J Pix Films won the Best Film Award here in Hampton Roads. And then in spring of 2012, they went to Taos, New Mexico and competed against about 100 films from cities around the world. And they took the worldwide prize. So now enjoy the 2011 film that set the stage for the 2012 competition, In Captivity.
Casanova! Casanova!
For another game, pick a card. Any card. 3 minutes. Well, if you don't like the game, say something.
Casanova, please hurry. He has me worried.
You know what you have to do. Just say it. Say it! And she's all yours. Let her go! Oh, no you don't. It's gotta come from you.
It seems hard, like a tongue twister. Just start out small, with a little whisper.
How boorishly cute. The poet and the mute. You always were a little slow. "10 seconds, and Tammy goes whammy. The simplest thing in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boy who cannot speak.
Casanova! It's fine. There's not enough time.
Pick a car. Any car.
It's okay. I know what you want to say.
Game over.
Tammy, clock's ticking.
Hold on. Tomorrow we'll have time to work on your rhymes.
Now, I got to tell you, every time I see that, you just don't expect that turn in the film. And that emotional connection is really what the judges loved and the audiences loved. Not only did you win for us, you went on to the international competition, won Filmapalooza.
Yep, and like you said, I think it was one of the few stories where we were able to get that emotional impact just within a few minutes. And I think we did that by making it multi-layered. I think as you're watching it the first time, that first half, you're kind of like, seems kind of one-dimensional, but with some of the actors that all collaborated with the dialogue and the script, there's just so many creative people that were just adding input, and we're really good about accepting the best parts and then making it a rich storyline.
What sort of specific challenges did you face in making In Captivity?
With In Captivity particularly, I think we kind of break it down into three things, or at least I have. We got to do two of three things. You got to have amazing production value, you got to have some kind of catch or something that's making it different, and obviously you got to have a story that feels good. And to me, if you have two of the three, you're going to have a chance to compete. I felt we had three of the three. Our catch was basically the special effects. It was something that made people pause for a second and be like, wait, what's going on? How are they doing that? So really, this was actually the 5th year we did it for the 48 Hour, and every year, we really fine-tuned the process, and that only comes with doing it over and over again. We obviously enjoy the process so much, so we kept coming back. And yeah, so I mean, you learn. You got to have that deadline. You got to have the first cut, Sunday morning. You got to start color grading at this point. You got to have your sound, special effects by this point. And it's not so much. The deadline's at 7, so we'll be done at 6:30, and everything should be fine. It's pretty much, you back it out much.
So it sounds like, the 48-Hour Film Project, perfect place to hone your craft, to work on it over and over again, to learn consistency and speed, efficiency.
Absolutely. And for me, the number one thing about the 48-Hour film, the benefit is that it forces people to just get something done, because outside of the 48 hour, in my world, things take months and longer to like let's just do something, you know, or whatever. 48 hours, like, you guys all have this day, just go out and make something, and by the end of the weekend you have something to show for it.
So you took the international prize. What's next?
Next is use those connections that we made when, in France, and you know, and now that kind of like our eyes are open on what is out there and what we should be doing, it's really just like putting our, you know, the pedal to the metal and going out there and continue doing what we're doing. Maybe it's not so much a thing for fun; it's really a thing for. It's turning into like we should be doing this, because if we don't, we're really just kind of wasting this opportunity that we've created with these group of people, with this talent.
Well, congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Proud to have you here. Our first film from 2012 took on the challenge set by winning films from previous years, such as In Captivity. Chronos, by Pig Heart Productions, is a science fiction drama in the genre adventure serial. Pig Heart brought a cinematic scope to its film, along with some pretty nifty visual effects.
Bring in number 48.
Get your hands off, you bastards.
You're in a unique position, my friend. It's not every day you get a chance to go back and save the world.
This world isn't exactly worth saving.
But you get a chance to make it right. A chance to go back before the blast. Before the bomb that created this ruin. You could stop it. You could save millions of lives.
I don't understand.
You could save the rest of the children. Close your eyes.
Why me?
You're our only option.
You have an interesting opportunity, Mr. Bowen.
What if I told you you would have a chance to save Christy?
I can't. I won't do it.
Is one death worth the millions you could save?
Hey, honey. Big plans for the grad today?
Job hunting. Look, they mailed my award to me.
Congratulations. Shouldn't be too hard for the valedictorian to find a job now, should it?
It's more like job choosing than job hunting.
Well, just make sure you choose wisely. How do you know this will even work?
The human race is dying. You will do this. It's our only option.
I can't. I won't.
You will do it.
How do you know this will even work?
Because the bomb can't be detonated if we kill the person who invented it before it's built.
Dad! Dad, this is it. This is the job for me.
You're the last piece of the puzzle. You will do this. To save the world, your daughter must die. machine.
You have an interesting opportunity, Mr. Bowen. It's not every day you get a chance to save the world.
Sir, was it a failure?
Failure isn't an option, soldier. Go get me number 49.
Selecting the best films at a 48-hour film competition falls into the hands of the judges, and this is Nan Byrne, who has been a judge for us for
2009.
Since 2009. What do you look for when you're judging a film?
I can't say it enough. The first 60 seconds are really important. You've got to grab me. Every writer knows that you've got to get the audience's attention right away, and you can't waste time. I work in television. We have commercials and refrigerators and family to deal with. So, you know, getting somebody right away is really important, and keeping them is important too.
Does the quality of the video production matter as much to you as the storytelling? You know, I mean, there's always that balance there.
Yeah, there really is. And I think, you know, I mean, the way 48 Hours does it with the 30% for each, I think that creativity to me trumps everything. It doesn't matter, you know, what else you've got going on. You don't have to have a lot of special effects. If you tell a dynamite story, and it's a simple story that I can identify with, you've blown me out of the water. You've brought some passion to it, and you don't have to, you know, hire, you know, car chases, do those kinds of things. That's not important. And I think the way in which you can do that is to constantly create conflict within your story, which is really important. In the short film, it's sort of a manageable format, but on the other hand, I think a lot of times it can get out of control. So sort of for limiting the kinds of things you bring in is important too.
Especially with big teams, you know, everybody wants their shake, and sometimes it's easier to tell a story about a single character.
Yeah, it starts to become a little bit more ensemble-like when really it's the protagonist that'll drive it in a short film, and I want to stick with them. The idea is to surprise me, you know, and to be original, and if I can hear your voice, your point of view, that kind of thing is really important to me.
Well, thank you very much, Dan.
You're welcome,
I appreciate
Keith.
it. That's good advice for all of our filmmakers. Now, the team BBE Productions decided to make their film, Bowen Out, a comedy, albeit a dark one. It's a play on a 1950s sitcom with a sinister twist.
Hey Neil, it's Chris. Just got back into port. You know that thing we've been talking about? Well, yeah, I got it worked out. It's time we get this done. They live in a fantasy world. They treat Todd like a 7-year-old. They want me to get married. We just got to get it done. Call Todd. We'll just meet at the house.
So Chris has a plan.
What else are you going to do on a cruise ship for 6 months?
Yeah, we just got a guy.
He's a girl, actually.
How are we going to do this anyways?
I don't really care how we do it. All I know is that I don't want to have to go home with that terrible laughter and that awful music ever again. I want them dead so badly.
You ready for this?
Let's roll. We're leaving Chris hanging.
I hate this fudging music.
We're so glad to finally meet your girlfriend.
Told you, she's not my girlfriend.
Oh, I know. You sailors just have a girl at every port. If you're hungry, I can make bacon.
I actually don't eat bacon.
What? You don't eat bacon? What are you, some kind of pinko commie? Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Are you hungry? If you're hungry, I could make bacon.
I'm actually not eating anymore unless I get really high first.
You guys, your heads are always in the clouds.
Honey. That's where their dreams are. You just get as high as you need.
That's my cue. Come on, guys. Come on, you.
Alright, so, first of all, why the fudge did you bring a girl?
Because she's got the element, the implement, the thing we're gonna use.
She's gonna shoot him?
No, we're not gonna shoot him.
Well, we would stab him.
We're not gonna stab him either.
What if we feed him to sharks?
We're not gonna feed him to sharks.
Eagles and talons, and they come down, they swoop.
No
them
eagles,
up, they
no
drop
talons.
them.
No, none of that. How have you lived this long? You hang out with him.
Why can't we shoot him?
Because, remember we tried to shoot him last time. Remember? Season 2, season finale? That didn't work out too well, did it?
All right, dipsticks, calm down. I've got it. Right here's the secret weapon.
You're gonna stab him with that?
We're gonna poison him. Quick, painless, easy.
Do we have to go painless?
I don't know.
All right, guys, follow my lead. Come on.
Boys, have you seen your father's cock? Make a fuss. He's so proud.
Yeah, I won it for selling the most raffle tickets at church.
Nice cock.
Now we can have eggs with our bacon.
Really?
Oh my god, Bob, how much longer?
Any minute now. It's my bacon tuna casserole, and I got the recipe off a box.
I'm gonna eat it.
It's our tradition to say what we're thankful for, and I'm thankful for bacon.
Dewey Decimal System.
Great white sharks.
I'm thankful to have my 3 boys home and Chris's girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
I'm thankful to get out of this creepy house.
Everybody, I have a surprise. Close your eyes.
I love surprises.
I wasn't talking to you, Todd. Open your eyes, Todd.
Okay, open them up.
I'm home! Oh! Cheers!
Cheers.
They just died really fast.
Who's gonna cook now?
Now, you may recognize Danny Forte, who was one of the writers for Bow and Out, as well as one of the actors in the film. Now, you guys had some special challenges with, especially the genre.
Yeah, genre was the biggest trouble we had, just because, like you know, when you go to the 48-hour film festival, you go in, you pick your genre out of a hat, and you get going. But there's also the option, if you don't like your genre, to put it back in the hat and select from a special group of subgenre secret wild cards.
The wild cards.
So we initially picked the genre we actually had the year before, and what's the fun in doing the same thing 2 years in a row? And we drew family film. And family film, as you know, our movie with everyone dying at the end, it's not a typical family film.
No, I would say not, but...
But, so we spent a lot of the time debating actually how do you interpret the genre of family film, because on one end it could be a movie made for family consumption, like kind of a kid-friendly movie, or at the other end it could just be a movie about a family. Like one of the examples someone gave was that The Godfather is a family film. And, you know, that's not exactly happy or kid-friendly. So we decided to kind of cut it both ways and do the typical family 50s sitcom that is, you know, the epitome of showing an American family, happy, made for all ages, and then kind of taking it to be one of these darker family stories like The Brothers McMullen or something like that, where you have family members, you know, who aren't exactly nice to each other.
Well, and I'll say, in the end, I think it really worked. I laughed. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
Right. So there you have 3 films from 2 different years. Now next time, we'll look at 3 comedies and a drama. And if you think making a film in 48 hours is hard, how about making a musical? And believe me, it's not what you're expecting. I'm Keith Flippen. I'll see you next time. For more information about the 48-Hour Film Project or to join in the fun, visit 48hourfilm.com/Hampton Roads.